Mount Redtooth, its top littered with man-made eyes that stare into the endless depths of space. Tonight, the champion of light will depend on them to pick out a message from the ether.
What's up, everyone? CenterStrain01 back at you with more Alan Wake's American Nightmare. Okay, this is
As history repeats itself,
shut up.
The man remembers the patterns. He knows that he needs the missing part for the telescope.
Well, this game's not kidding around. It just sends you right into it. However, first, I do believe there is a radio in here.
Oh, praise be. You can pretty little. You know, when the hours stretch into eternity, I'm stuck in the rut, just reliving the same endless. Genuinely touching. Someone actually reaching out to me, breaking the monotony. I just want you to know that it really matters to me. Corey, you're on the air. You suck, Eddie! Did you know that this is my dream job? True fact.
Okay, well, that was a weird kind of way to start this out here. I thought we were going to listen to all that stuff, and then it just started enemies coming right at me. And there's more. Here we go. Okay, so we know where we're going, obviously. There is a manuscript page over here, so we're just going to get started because this game just wants us to go.
As a storyteller, my first real love was crime. And it was in that genre that I finished my first novel, starring the perpetually miserable Alex Casey, whose entire life was a wound that never healed. The books sold as fast as they hit the shelves. I wrote 5 more Alex Casey books, and they all were bestsellers. I became rich. I became famous. Success brought pressure, and I didn't handle it very well.
Okay. Might be another manuscript page in here. Can we even get in here? Alright, we need to get on the other side here. There we go, alright.
When Dr. Rachel Meadows got the call from Michael, telling her to hurry to the observatory, she didn't waste any time. It had been a nice party. She'd had a good time, but her social life would always play second fiddle to the mysteries of space. Michael never showed up, of course. He pulled over at the wrong rest stop. She never even thought about him at the time. The phenomenon in the sky above her was too fascinating.
Okay, so we've already started this thing and already been in action within like the first 30 seconds, so. Let's keep going. We know we got to go to the car up here so we can get the thing that's going to fix the telescope. And what I like about it is it doesn't make me go inside to talk to her. It just lets me go ahead and grab what I need to grab. Which actually might make this part pretty short. Okay, and we got another page right here.
There are places where our world is worn thin, and another reality brushes against ours. One such site is Cauldron Lake near Bright Falls, Washington. But there are others. That other reality is dark, vast, and malleable, always in flux. In its depths dwell vast forces and alien energies. They're dangerous. But in one of these places, if you know how, you can channel the power of that place and use it to shape reality.
Okay, let's keep going. Let's see how many manuscript pages we have now. I think we have at least 15. But I don't see myself wanting a a rifle like that. I don't think I really need the hunting rifle. I see you. But I also saw another page right here somewhere. There it is.
The darkness rose from the depths of Cauldron Lake and took Alice. It needed words. It needed me to write its way into our world. She was leverage, a hostage. I complied, but with a twist. I put in a loophole that gave me a chance to fight back. I was hunted by shadowy enemies, but I faced the darkness. I fought it with light. I drove it back. I saved Alice, but it came with a cost. I was trapped in the dark place below Cauldron Lake.
So obviously I haven't finished this game yet, and it's kind of pretty much this game is telling me how, you know, it ended and all that stuff, which doesn't really matter, but I still want to go and finish that game. The original. I see her car is in a different spot now. It was behind there last time, I think. Actually, this all looks different. I don't know if I'm smoking something, but there used to be like a parking lot behind there. Uh-oh, here we go. Oh, not these guys. Get away. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Actually, that is a different spot. Return to the telescope checkpoint. Yeah, because her car used to be like over here. It was up here, and it was back there. If I remember correctly. I don't see any question marks coming up wherever I am, so... And we've already picked up like 4 manuscript pages. Uh-oh. Oh, you come out right in front of me, bastard. Oh, what's up, brother? You didn't make it, did you? But I did. Okay, so there's a TV here, so we'll pick up the manuscript that's obviously outside of this door.
I know what you're thinking. Evil twin, supernatural powers. But most of the time, I just like to keep things basic. I want you to understand that. Like this. Need to get your hands dirty? No batteries, no moving parts, just physics. That's technology you can depend on. It's a classic. Speaking of classics, you need to be careful with this one, though. If the victim suddenly twists, you might end up cutting yourself. It's not really a workhorse, but I'm a sucker for this style. Now this is more like it. You've got slip-resistant grip. Believe me, you really want that traction once you're wrist deep in somebody. The blade's stiff enough so it won't open by accident in your pocket, but it's still really easy to open with just one hand. Now that's a big thing for me. I know what you're thinking. It's too big, too heavy. But sometimes you just need the extra oomph. If you're talking intimidation, this is gonna do the job. Also great for dismemberings and whatnot. You know, the messy jobs. I can't tell you how many things I've MacGyvered with this stuff. Okay, now, guns. Not a big fan. I mean, how are you supposed to really connect with somebody with a bullet? I want you to understand that. I take pride in what I do. We can't both be worthless hacks, can we?
Okay, that guy is super crazy. So we got a couple of them. There's one on the outside here, and there's another one as soon as we exit.
You have have to forgive me, but this feels very strange. It seems like this has all happened before.
It has.
I have the replacement part for your telescope, Doctor.
All right. Let's get it installed. I think we can give this a go. Strange feeling that something will
Don't
go
start
wrong.
it up yet. There's a problem with the coolant system.
Yes, that's right. I remember. All right. If they're sabotaging it, they'll be at the primary coolant pipe outside. If you can secure it, we should be ready to pick up the signal. That is why you're here, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I'll take care of it.
Before you go, if you have the time, I'd appreciate if you came up here and explained a few things. All of this is very strange to me.
I am sorry, I just don't have the time. Plus, I want to get through this. I think we know the gist of the story. Let's get this manuscript page. Why does it keep telling me? No, I want to pick up the manuscript. There we go.
Stories come naturally to us. We can't help it. There are many different worlds, many competing realities within our heads, fueled by books, television, even barely remembered childhood tales. There's an endless supply of fictional concepts more familiar to us than anything or anyone real. We have a far greater connection to the fictional characters we know and love than the random people we pass on the street. Our destinies and inspirations are shaped by lies, myths, and fables.
So should I switch to the carbon? No, I don't know why, but I love this shotgun. I absolutely just love it. It's great for up close, and these guys love to get up close, so it's like perfect. Combat. I don't have enough, do I? Damn. Gotta be getting close though, right? 30 now.
The Taken may well be the tool the darkness favors over any other. At some point, they used to be human, but whatever humanity they once had is long gone. Now they're just shells covered and filled by darkness. The Taken Mr.
Radio
throws
edit.
at me are more grotesque and varied than the ones I first encountered in Bright Falls. But I know how to deal with them. I'd be lying if I said they don't frighten me. But I've survived worse. I can't let them stop me.
I wanted to do that for a while. Every time I heard that scratch, I always wanted to say, radio edit. I see you little bastard. Whoa. Excuse me. Whoa, that was a close one. Oh, you, come on, I blocked that. Since I'm already over here and I'm sure I'm probably maybe have to go back, I might as well pick up this manuscript page.
After my disappearance, they thought I was dead. I might as well have been. I know it's been 2 years. I know Alice has moved on. I've tried to find a way back to her, back to my life, but escaping the dark place is almost impossible. Time does strange things here, but dreams and radio signals can pierce the veil between the worlds. I catch glimpses and echoes of the world. Sometimes I send messages out. I can only pray that they hear them.
All right. I don't see any other question marks around here. I think we may have actually got all the stuff that we actually needed as far as manuscript pages goes. Uh-oh. Oh, I hear them. You can hear them a mile away. Whoa! I didn't even see that guy. Oh. Oh, I'm running out. No. I think there's some ammo up here. I might as well reload while I can. Yeah. Boy, I needed all that, didn't I? Alright, so we gotta secure the primary pipes. So let's do it. Here we go. Say it like this. Wait for me to reload. Thanks, man. Wait. Thanks. God, man, enemies are so nice. And I absolutely love scary movies. I think it's...
These beings hate the light.
Scary movies
Am
are
I
awesome.
correct? You should be able to turn on the lights and secure the area that way.
I love being scared. It's something I've always loved.
Can you hear me? I think we're good to go.
All right. I'll start looking for the signal. Please, head back.
That's not good.
I guess they didn't like that.
Okay, looks like we're gonna have to go this way because they block the other ways. Oh shit!
He's trying to kill me.
Oh, you little bastard! Come on! Oh, you're gonna take those away from me? Little dick cheese. I only got 6 ammunition left. Yeah, I knew you were behind me, little jackass. You're like invisible or something. I think there was another one. No? Oh! I'm getting in. Woo! Yeah! Oh, come on, he got one in. Alright, let's do this. We should be hitting the end now, I guess.
It's working. Please, come up here.
Pick up some ammo. We didn't even actually use the telescope this time, or maybe... Well, she did it while I was gone, I guess.
You find the signal?
Yes, I don't think it's quite the same thing we had, the last time. Still, we're definitely picking it up.
Are we getting the complete signal now?
I'm afraid not. Take a look at it yourself. I'm printing out a hard copy now. I'd like to ask you a question or two before that, though, if you don't mind.
What's on your mind, Doctor?
Most people would find these events extremely disturbing, provided that they survive these creatures, that is. You seem to be quite adept at dealing with the situation. Why is that?
Yes, I was involved in... It's a complex story. I was in this small town, and a horrible thing from another dimension kidnapped my wife and manipulated me into writing this horror story that came true. I learned to fight it with light, and I managed to contain it and free my wife. But I was trapped in its world.
Are you serious?
Absolutely. So, I'm used to reality working in strange or even impossible ways. And I fought these things, not exactly like this, but close enough for a good while now. Of course, I have certain advantages. Was there anything else?
What did you mean when you said you have advantages?
At the risk of sounding like a lunatic, reality is much more fluid than people think. It can be influenced.
I didn't take you for a mystic.
I'm not. I'm a writer. And under certain conditions, I can, for lack of a better word, rewrite reality. Change things.
That's absurd.
But it works.
Assuming I believe this, Why don't you simply, I don't know, write yourself some superpowers?
It's not quite that simple. You need to follow certain laws of drama, I suppose. You need to think about consistency and symbolism. Often what you write isn't anywhere near as important as what you imply. There are things out there that will take advantage of your mistakes.
You really believe in this?
Don't look at me like that. You've experienced some of this yourself.
I will gladly admit that something exceedingly strange is going on. But this idea that you're somehow altering reality with your writing is ridiculous. You're essentially saying you're controlling my actions. Leaving aside the rational arguments against this, what gives you the right?
Well, it's more like having a destiny. A path. You're not aware of it, but there it is. If somebody changes it, what difference does it make? It's what every writer does. If you write something that affects one of the characters, they don't really know about that.
I'm not a character. Are you saying that it's all right to take advantage of someone if they aren't aware of it?
Look, all I meant was that if you're genuinely making all your own decisions, and those decisions lead to whatever destiny you have, what practical difference does it make?
I suppose that depends on whether our destinies are determined by things like physics and probabilities, or natural reality, which is presumably neutral and impartial, or by some kind of an intelligence. If it's the latter, that intelligence makes choices based on some criteria. If we suffer as a result of those choices, there's a moral and ethical element involved, regardless of whether we're aware of its manipulations. Wouldn't you agree?
No, shut up.
You're taking this very well. I thought
you're
you'd
boring.
be angry.
Another
Suppose I would be if I
printout.
thought you could actually-
Another signal fragment. The message is still not complete, but it's another piece of the weapon he has built against his adversary. Mere words on a piece of paper, but in the right hands, they will hold back the darkness